Hello crochet lovers and welcome to my channel Spaß mit Faden. Today I want to show you how I crocheted this beautiful sweater. You can crochet your sweater in any size and length that you prefer. In the instructions I will explain to you exactly how you can crochet your perfect sweater for yourself. Now what I did, I crocheted my sweater in a size medium and we all start with the same amount of chains. Later on in the instructions, I will explain to you what you have to do to crochet your sweater in the perfect length for yourself. Now please make sure to subscribe my channel and like this video, and I will show to you how I crocheted this beautiful sweater right here. To crochet now together with me your beautiful pullover, you of course will need some wool. I've chosen today this beautiful green wool, although please crochet the whole sweater with a 3.5mm crochet hook. You will need some scissors to cut off your wool ends and the wool needle to sew up your wool ends. And as always, I really hope you enjoy now crocheting together with me your beautiful sweater. I now want to start to crochet my sweater by creating a slip knot first. After that, I want to insert my hook into that slip knot and pull my slip knot tight. We start to crochet our sweater from the neckline downwards. So what I'm going to do now is to crochet in total 108 chains. This is my first chain, my second, my third, fourth and fifth chain, and as I said, please crochet now in total 108 chains. What I've done so far is to crochet my 108 chains, and after that I want to crochet 3 more chains. This is my first, my second and my third chain. These 3 chains that we now crocheted count as our very first double crochet. So please start to count these 3 chains as our first double crochet. Then you want to insert your hook into the 4th chain from your hook and crochet there your second double crochet, because as I said, the 3 chains count as our first double crochet. This is now my second double crochet. I want to insert my hook into the following chain and crochet my third double crochet. Then I want to again crochet 1 double crochet into the following chain. Please continue now crocheting your double crochets until you crocheted in total 19 double crochets. As I said, please count those 3 chains as your first double crochet and just continue to crochet into each stitch 1 double crochet until you crocheted in total 19 double crochets. Once you've crocheted your 19 double crochets, you want to crochet after your 19th double crochet 2 chains, then insert your hook into the same chain in which you already crocheted your 19th double crochet and crochet 1 more double crochet into it. This double crochet after the 2 chains that we crocheted into the same chain as the 19th double crochet, we now want to start again by counting it by the first double crochet. This means this is now your first double crochet after those 2 chains. Then you insert your hook into the following chain and crochet your second double crochet. You want to insert your hook into the following chain and crochet your third double crochet, and this time you want to crochet in total 18 double crochets along the row. So once I've crocheted now my 18 double crochets, I want to show you how we want to continue. After you crocheted your 18 double crochets, what you want to do is to crochet again 2 chains and then crochet 1 more double crochet into the same chain in which you already crocheted your 18th double crochet. So I now want to insert my hook into the same chain and crochet 1 more double crochet. This double crochet we now want to count again as our first double crochet. I insert my hook into the following chain and crochet my second double crochet. This is my third double crochet, and this time you want to crochet in total along the row 38 double crochets. So please now crochet your 38 double crochets, and once you crocheted them, I want to show you how we want to continue. Once you crocheted your 38 double crochets, what you now want to do after your 38th double crochet is to crochet again 2 chains and crochet into that same chain in which you already crocheted your 38th double crochet 1 more double crochet. After that, you again want to start start to count with this double crochet after the 2 chains as your first double crochet. Then want to insert your hook into the following chain, crochet your second double crochet, then you want to insert your hook again into the following chain and crochet your third double crochet. This time we want to crochet along the row in total 18 double crochets. So please now crochet your 18 double crochets, and once you're so far, I want to show you how we want to continue to crochet. After my 18th double crochet, what I want to do is to crochet 2 chains, and then I want to crochet again into the same chain in which I already crocheted my 18th double crochet, 1 more double crochet. This double crochet after the 2 chains, we again start to count as our very first double crochet. This time we want to crochet until the end of our chains, in total 19 double crochets. So after the 2 chains, a double crochet is my first double crochet, this is my second double crochet, I insert my hook into the following chain and crochet my third double crochet, and as I said, please now continue to crochet until the end of your chains, your 19 double crochets. Once you've done that, I want to show you how we want to close the neckline together and then start to crochet our sweater downwards. Once you crocheted into your last chain, your 19th double crochet, what you want to do now is to make sure that this whole row here isn't twisted, and grab again the beginning of our row. So what I'm going to do now is to take my middle and my pointing finger and just make my work go through them both so that I can make sure that my whole work isn't twisted. Grab the end of my work, and as I said, it's now very important that your whole work isn't twisted up, because this will be our neckline later. And once you grabbed the third chain right here with what we started to crochet our neckline, I want you to insert your hook onto that third chain right here and crochet 1 slip. Then I want to insert my hook on top of that third chain again, in which I already crocheted my slip knot, and crochet 1 single crochet. And after that single crochet, I want to crochet 1 more chain and crochet 1 single crochet. And after that single crochet, I want to crochet 1 more chain. So instead of 3 chains now, what we've done to crochet the beginning of our round number 2 is 1 chain, 1 single crochet and 1 more chain. This will later make a very invisible round beginning and ending, and that's why I wanted to show you this technique. So what I now want to do to continue to crochet my second round is to insert my hook on top of each of those double crochets and crochet 1 double crochet on top of them. So please now just continue to crochet your second round by crocheting on top of each of your double crochets 1 double crochet until you reach your 2 chain gap. Once you reach your 2 chain gap, I want to show you what we want to do with those 2 chain gaps in our second round. I'm now at my very first 2 chain gap in my second round. What we want to do in this second round is to crochet into those 2 chain gaps always 1 double crochet. Then we want to crochet 2 chains and crochet 1 more double crochet into that chain 2 space. After you crocheted that, what we want to do again is to crochet on top of each of those double crochets 1 double crochet. Please continue to crochet now your double crochets until you reach your second 2 chain gap in your second round, because then I want to show you what we want to do again in this round with our 2 chain gaps. I'm now right here at my second 2 chain gap in my second round. What I want to do now again is to crochet on top of it 1 double crochet, then I want to crochet again 2 chains and crochet 1 more double crochet into that same 2 chain gap. In our second round, we now want to crochet on top of each of those double crochets 1 double crochet, and into our 2 chain gaps we always want to crochet 1 double crochet, 2 chains and 1 double crochet. So please now continue to crochet your second round like this, and once you're at the end of your second round, I want to show you how we want to close this round and start round number 3. I'm now at the end of my second round, and the way that I want to show you now to close this round and to start your third round is the way you want to close and start every following round. So what I now want to do is to insert my hook on top of that single crochet with what we started our second second round onto that one chain that we crocheted and crochet one slip stitch. This is the way you always want to finish your rounds, by crocheting on top of that single crochet into the one chain that we crocheted above it, one slip stitch, and then I now want to show you how you want to start each row. What you want to do is to crochet one chain. After that one chain, you want to insert your hook again on top of that last stitch you made and crochet there one single crochet, and then again you want to crochet one more chain. Now I want to crochet on top of each of my following stitches here one double crochet. This means you now crochet again on top of each double crochet of the previous round one double crochet for your third round. And once you reach your 2 chain gap, I want to explain to you what we now want to do in our third round with our 2 chain gap. We reached now in our third round our very first 2 chain gap. What I want to do now with all those 2 chain gaps in my third round is to crochet into it first 2 double crochets. After those 2 double crochets, I want to crochet 2 chains, and then I again want to insert my hook into that 2 chain gap and crochet 2 more double crochets. So what you now want to do is to crochet again on top of each of your double crochets 1 double crochet, and in your third round you want to crochet into your 2 chain gaps always 2 double crochets, 2 chains and 2 double crochets. In your fourth round then, again round number 2 will repeat. That means that you crochet on top of each of your double crochets 1 double crochet, and into your 2 chain gaps you then want to crochet as we did in our second round again 1 double crochet, 2 chains and 1 double crochet. Then in your fifth round, round number 3 will repeat. That means you crochet into each of your 2 chain gaps again, 2 double crochets, 2 chains and 2 double crochets, and this pattern will go on and on. That means in each even round you want to crochet the same way that we crocheted in round number 2, and in each uneven round you want to crochet again the same way that we now crochet in round number 3. I'm now here at my second 2 chain gap in round number 3, and I can show you one more time what we want to do now in round number 3 with our 2 chain gaps. You insert your hook into it, crochet 2 double crochets as you can see, then you there follow 2 chains and you crochet 2 more double crochets into it. As I said, in the following round, round number 2 will repeat, and in the then following round, this third round will repeat again. So please now finish your third round, and once you completed round number 3, and me too, I want to show you how long you have to repeat this pattern till this whole sweater will fit you. After my third round, the neckline of my sweater looks like this right now. What I now want to do is to just grab those 2 chain gaps and place them on top of each other. Now what I've done is to just lay my sweater down, the neckline of my sweater, and these 2 places right here will later on be my sleeves. What I now want to do is to repeat round number 2 and round number 3 always switched till I can close those 2 chain gaps here right underneath my arms. That means you have to try your neckline right here on, and then have to check if you can close those 2 chain gaps underneath your arms. Once you can close them underneath your arms, you can be sure that this whole thing will fit you later. And don't be worried if this whole neckline seems a little bit large. We later on want to crochet front and back post double crochets to make it a little bit more snatched. So please now continue to crochet round by round, and once you can close those 2 chain gaps underneath your arms, you can be sure that the sweater will fit you, and you can follow the following steps in our instructions. I want to crochet my sweater in a size medium, and I'm pretty sure that I want to crochet 15, maybe 16 or 14 rounds until this whole thing will fit me. Please continue to crochet always your second and your third round repeatedly, and once you've done, I want to show you how you can make this whole thing finished. As you can see, the color of my pullover is now nearly finished. What I've done so far is to crochet in total 15 rounds so that this whole thing just closed up underneath my arms. As I told you, you can make sure that this whole sweater is gonna fit you when those two chain places are closing underneath your arms. So what I've done is to crochet round per round till these two chain gaps closed underneath my arms. In my case, as you know, I'm crocheting the sweater in a size medium, and now it actually fits me, as I told you, with the 15 rounds. What you should do now next, after you made sure that those two chain gaps right here close underneath your arms, is to start your following round as usual by crocheting your double crochets until this very first two chain gap, because now in this next round what we want to do is to separate those sleeves from the rest of the body of our sweater, because the sleeves we will finish later and the body of the sweater we will now continue to crochet, I mean the length of our sweater. So please just start now your following round until you are at your very first two chain place, and then I want to show you how we want to separate the sleeves from the body of our sweater. Once you crocheted and started your round as usual, in my case it's now round number 16, and you came to this two chain gap, I will show you how we can separate now the sleeves, as I said, from the rest of the body of the sweater. As usual, I started to crochet round number 16, and now I'm at the very first two chain gap in this round. What I want to do now is to insert my hook into this two chain gap and crochet one double crochet. After that double crochet, I want to skip all of those double crochets, make sure that my whole work isn't twisted, as you can see, and then I want to grab my second two chain gap in my round, turn my whole work around, and what I want to do now is to just crochet into that second two chain gap, although one double crochet. What we've done now is to separate the sleeve from the rest of the body of our sweater. You made sure that this whole thing wasn't twisted, and all you have to do now is to crochet on top of each double crochet one double crochet until you're at your third two chain gap for round number 16, or the round you are right now in. So please now crochet on top of each double crochet one double crochet, and once you're at the third two chain gap, I want to show you how you can separate the second sleeve from the rest of the body of your sweater. I'm now at my third two chain gap for round number 16. What I want to do is to crochet one double crochet into it, then I'm gonna skip again all of those double crochets and grab up my fourth and last two chain gap for round number 16. You want to make sure that your whole sleeve isn't twisted, as I said. You want to grab up your fourth two chain gap, then turn your whole work around and crochet into it to one double crochet. After that, all you have to do is to just complete this round with your double crochets. I now want to crochet on top of each of those double crochets, one double crochet until the end of my round. Once I've reached the end of my round, I want to explain to you how you want to crochet the following rounds and how long you have to continue to crochet your sweater until you're satisfied with the length of it. But first I have to finish this round, so please make sure now to finish your round, and then I'm going to explain to you how we want to continue to crochet. So what we've done so far is to just separate the sleeves from the rest of our sweater. What I now want to do is to continue to crochet round by round my sweater until I'm nearly satisfied with the length, because later on I want to add a waistband which will be 5 centimeters long, and it's going to consist of front and back post double crochets. So if you want to add that waistband too, please stop 5 centimeters before you reach your desired length of your sweater, and then add to go with me this pretty waistband. So what I want to do now is to crochet my rounds until I'm satisfied with the length of my sweater. As you can see, our rounds got now smaller because we already separated the sleeves. Once you're satisfied nearly with the length of your sweater, please stop crocheting 5 centimeters before you finally reach it, as I said, and then I want to show you how we want to crochet front and back post double crochets. As you can see, my sweater got now much bigger and my work already got forward. What I've done so far is to crochet around my neckline 5 rounds with front post double crochets and back post double crochets. You can do that too if you want to. I now want to continue to crochet this ribbon around the neckline, although on the body right here. This means I crocheted now in total 18 rounds for the length of my sweater, and I now want to continue, as I said, to crochet a waistband which will be 5 centimeters long, consisting of front and back post double crochets too. I want to show you how I do that later, but first, as you can see, I already crocheted my first sleeve too. I crochet very loosely, and I crocheted in total 20 rows for my sleeve and then 3 rounds with front and back post double crochets. I want to explain to you how I did that with my second sleeve, which I didn't crochet it right now. So please now, after you're satisfied nearly with the length of your sweater, continue to crochet together with me a waistband consisting of 5 rows of front and back post double crochets. If you don't want to do that, you can just don't make it and just crochet your sweater round by round till it reaches your perfect length. And now I want to show you how I crochet my front post double crochets and my back post double crochets to create a waistband. 5 centimeters before I was satisfied with the length of my sweater, I now want to crochet a waistband which will be 5 centimeters long and consisting of front and back post double crochets. So what I want to do now for the start of my round is to crochet first 3 chains. Then I want to grab my very first double crochet of the previous round and crochet 1 front post double crochet on top of it. Then I want to go on with my following double crochet of the previous round and crochet 1 back post double crochet on top of it. Then again I want to insert my hook. Wait a second, I have to repeat this back post double crochet. Then again I want to crochet 1 front post double crochet on the following double crochet of my previous round and 1 back post double crochet on the following double crochet. So please repeat this pattern now until you're at the end of your round, and then I want to show you how you want to close this round and start round number 2 with your front and back post double crochets. I'm now at the end of my very first round with my front and back post double crochets. What I now want to do to close my very first round is to stitch on top of that third chain that I crocheted for the beginning of my round and crochet 1 slip stitch. You can always finish your rounds like that. Then I want to again crochet 3 chains for the beginning of my second round, and what you now have to do is to crochet on top of each front post double crochet 1 front post double crochet, and then you want to crochet on top of each of your back post double crochets 1 back post double crochet. I now want to crochet in total 5 rounds, and as you know, I already crocheted my 5 rounds with front and back post double crochets around my neckline too. Once you completed those 2 steps, which are perfectly optional by the way, I want to show you how I crocheted my sleeves. Once you crocheted your rounds with your front and back post double crochets around your waist and your neckline, I now want to show you how I crocheted the sleeve for my sweater. What I've done is to crochet in total 20 rounds and then 3 rounds with front post and back post double crochets. The last 2 rounds along my wrist I crocheted with decreases, so this whole thing fits me better along my wrist. So what I want to do now is to crochet together with you my second sleeve, but first I want to tell you that I crochet very loosely. If you crochet more strict than I do, it can be that you need more rounds for your sleeves than me. As I said, I crocheted in total 18 rounds, 2 rounds with decreases and 3 rounds with front and back post double crochets. So what you have to do now is to stop 5 centimeters before you reach your perfect length for your sleeve, and then I will show you how you can continue. So now please go on and take this empty space here that we left out for our sleeve and grab right here this place underneath your sleeve, because there we now want to include our wool. So please just continue to crochet now to go with me your sleeve by grabbing up this space right here. I now grabbed up this whole space here that we left out for our sleeve. What I want to do now is to insert my hook right here on top of that stitch, and then I want to insert my hook also on top of the following stitch. Grab up my yarn and just pull my yarn through those 2 stitches right here. As you can see, I now grab up my yarn and pull them through those 2 stitches. By doing that, I just close the little gap right underneath my sleeve. What I then want to do is to just crochet as we did it with the body part. So please start your rounds always with 1 chain, 1 single crochet, and 1 chain again. And then you want to crochet the sleeve exactly like you've done it with your body part. So please just crochet on top of each of your stitches 1 double crochet. Once you're at the end of your round, you want to close your round again with 1 slip stitch on top of the single crochets chain, and then you want to continue to crochet your sleeve round by round. As I said, you want to then stop 5 centimeters before you reach your perfect length for your sleeve, because we then want to crochet rounds with decreases and then our wristband with front post and back post double crochets. So please continue now to crochet your sleeve round by round, and once you've done that, I will show you how you can continue to crochet the decreases and your wristband. I now crocheted for my second sleeve 18 rounds in total. As I said, I crochet very loosely. It might be that you need more or less rounds. If you even crochet more loosely than me or tighter than me, then you will need, of course, more rounds for your sleeve. What I'm going to do now, after I've closed my 18th round, is to crochet 1 chain, then 1 single crochet, and again 1 chain. What I now want to do is to first crochet 1 decrease, as you can see, because I want to make this whole sleeve around my wrist a little bit tighter. Then I want to crochet 1 double crochet on top of the following stitch, and again 1 decrease. I now want to always repeat that by crocheting 1 decrease and then again 1 double crochet as usual. Please crochet now as many rounds with decreases as you need. I crocheted on my first sleeve 2 rounds with those decreases, and then I want to crochet my 3 rounds with front post and back post double crochets. Once I finish now to crochet my second sleeve, I want to show you the beautiful end result of my sweater. But first, as I said, I now want to crochet 2 rounds with decreases, by always switching 1 decrease and then again 1 normal double crochet, and after that I will crochet 3 rounds with front post and back post double crochets to complete my sleeves. Once I'm done, as I said, I want to show you the beautiful end result. As you can see, I now completed to crochet my beautiful sweater by completing the second sleeve, and this is now the beautiful end result. If you enjoyed these instructions, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video and also comment it. And I really hope that we see each other the next time again when we crochet our next project together.